Hello everyone, it's Melinda here with CatSmashPuzzles, and as you can see, I'm kind of dressed up here for my Austin, Texas puzzle from Boardwalk. And I'm kind of excited for this one because I got this from the 2026 Texas State Championship as one of my prizes for being in the top 3 in each of the categories I competed in. And this puzzle was actually part of the pairs relay that me and Christina did. The other one was the Dallas-Fort Worth one, which I have here. This is a personal puzzle from Boardwalk. This is one of their 210-piece puzzles that they're very much fun to do, and I do a lot of them for practice purposes, especially if I have a Boardwalk puzzle competition coming up. And they're also usually done for pairs relay. So these were the two basically pair relay puzzles at the 2026 Texas State Championship. And I remember I started out with this one and Christina started out with this one. And we had actually done this puzzle as a team practice like the day before. So we were a little bit familiar with this one. And it's very busy. So I'm not the biggest fan of this one. However, Austin, Texas, I fell in love with the very top part of this puzzle. And I remember going through it so quickly, and it just really called out to me. And the moment I got my prize for Boardwalk, I immediately went to the Boardwalk shop that they had there, and the first puzzle I wanted to get was the Finding Unicorns 500-piece puzzle, but they had sold out of that one, and I ended up getting the 100-piece version, which I tend to do practice quite often. So that was the first one I wanted, but I definitely wanted this one as my second. So I got hold of it, and now we're doing it today. And I think just a good puzzle to do for fun. I don't really plan to do any different techniques with this one. I just kind of want to do it, see how fast I am, see if, it's going to take me, the people down here, it's kind of crowded. But I know this section here, I'm going to go through so fast. So I'm just kind of having fun with this puzzle and, dressing up a little bit today for it. I'm a Texan born and raised, and I still live in the city, but I think there's part of me that yearns for the cottage in the woods, I think. I am still doing this one as kind of practice for the showdown that will be happening at the end of July. Boardwalk is the sponsoring puzzle company, so it's just good practice to do them. But I'll stick with my time goals of just the general goal of being under the hour, and then 52 minutes or less for my pieces per minute. I think I'll be under 45. That's my suspicion, but not 100% sure. I don't think I'll be sub 40, but we'll have to find out. All right. Oh, and real quick, the artist is Parker Hinckley. So, beautiful piece. I love it. I'm super excited to go ahead and give this a go. So, Austin, Texas. Let's smash it, y'all. this was definitely a fun puzzle to do, but I do think I like it in the 210 better. So this was Austin, Texas by Boardwalk, 500-piece puzzle, and I did this in 50 minutes and 41 seconds. So I was successful getting under my 2 time goals of the general goal of under the hour and my pieces per minute under 52 minutes. But I was a little bit over 50 minutes, so I thought I would be around the 45-minute mark for this one, but this top right tree really got me at the very end. It was dark and just harder to figure out. In the 210-piece puzzle, it was like 5 pieces and you could just put it all together. But this one, there was about 15, 20-ish pieces, and it was just a little more difficult, especially with the random cut of how Boardwalk is. Boardwalk is actually switching to matte finish instead of shine, and that does help in speed puzzling. The glare on the lights aren't as bad. I love the feel of the puzzle now, and it just feels so soft and just kind of velvety to the touch, basically. But yeah, it was a little bit difficult than I remembered. I actually surprisingly didn't have as much difficulty as the bottom versus the top. I do think with the 210-piece puzzle, the details were a bit more, congested on one more piece. Then these pieces were a bit more spread out with the details at the bottom, so I actually really excelled at the bottom better on this size of the puzzle versus the smaller puzzle. And then the upper part was a little bit more difficult, especially the trees. The Capitol building wasn't too difficult. The buildings weren't too difficult because I'm pretty good at buildings. It's a very distinct pattern that I recognize. So overall, I did pretty well, but I did go back to some of my old habits, my old tactics, and it definitely shows in my time. But overall, I really want to do this one for fun. Just some more Boardwalk practice for the DFW Showdown that's coming up in July. I'll do more Boardwalk practice leading up to that. I also hopefully will practice with my team, which will be Christina Shea, and we are adding Brittany to our team. So she's actually a new silver belt from speedpuzzling.com who lives in Texas. So it's an all-Texas team, and we're all pretty fast together. So I'm hoping we'll get to practice some Boardwalks with her, and we'll hopefully take first place. That'll be, a couple videos in the future when I do the DFW Showdown. So before I move on to a couple things, I do want to say that I did look on myspeedpuzzling.com to see if anyone has done this one. And the fastest time I saw was 1 hour and 14, but I didn't see anyone who's super fast in the US, so I don't have a very good time comparing it to the super fast people. But, under the hour, almost under 50 minutes, not too bad for this detail of a puzzle. One of the reasons I want to do this Texas theme video video is because Texas is going to California. When this video drops, I will be flying over to California, and we are doing the Orange County 12-hour marathon. And it is an all-Texas team, which includes me, Christina, Shay, Callie, Amy, and Kelsey. And Kelsey, Callie, and Amy are from Houston area, and then Shay, Christy, and I are in more of the DFW area. And so we're combining our skills. 6 of us are flying to California, and we are going to test our skills in a 12-hour marathon. This will be my first puzzle marathon, so the endurance level for this, I don't know how I'll do. Now, obviously, I'm not going to be puzzling for the 12 hours straight. You have a team of 5 to 6 people that can come in, but only 4 people at a time can participate. So you'll be cycling in and out. So I know me, Christina, and Shay hopefully will stick together as much as we can because we've practiced together, and the same for Amy, Callie, and Kelsey. So it'll be kind of an interesting, we'll cycle through each other and just see how it goes. There are a few tough teams that are coming to this as well, including my friend Melinda, Kinsey, and a few of the Twitch puzzlers, Isa, and I believe they got Kyle on their team. So it's going to be a hard one to win, but we are also the 6 fastest puzzlers, basically in Texas, with the exception of Boy Wonder. But we're all going to see if we can make it. We're going to see if Texas can take California's 12-hour marathon. So I'll be super excited to publish that. It'll be an interesting thing to film because I don't think I'll be able to continuously film it because it'll be 12 hours long. I don't think my camera should be on for 12 hours without at least cooling off for here and there. So I'll see how that goes, but I do plan to do about 2 full-length videos for it. But as for Austin, Texas, we technically made our goal, so not too unhappy with that. So, I think We smashed it. Thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.